What's up, guys? Scorntown here. St. Patrick's Day weekend 2019, bringing you 5 games that are in the genres of MMORPG or RPG or those open world immersive experiences that, if you're anything like me, sometimes you want to mix up playing sports games, your shooter games, and throw in that character build immersive open world experience. So here's 5 coming at you. There's a couple honorable mentions, and some of these, the dates have been pushed around a little bit, so they might spill into a 2020 release. But without further ado, let's go.
Drop it.
Number 1, Elder Scrolls Online Elsweyr. It's their latest chapter to be released for the year 2019. It's coming out in June. If you've ever played an Elder Scrolls game from Morrowind to Oblivion, any of those, it's Khajiit or the cat people themed. There's dragons all year. It looks sick. So here's the trailer. Check it out. Number 2, Skull and Bones. Looks like the development team here has pushed it back from its originally listed release of the first quarter of 2019. I think that was set to be March or April of this year. Not going to happen, which isn't bad. When the development team does this, they're going to make sure they're releasing a polished product. This game reminds me a lot of what I used to love about Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I mean, you're sailing your ship around, looting, pillaging, sinking, pushing its limits against those big man of wars. This game looks awesome. I've seen some clips, so let's check this thing out.
It was over. The old guard was wiped out. Those who kneeled were now at the gates of hell. They were killing us off, burning our seas from shore to shore. We thought there was no way the Empire could win this game. As fate would have it, the tide turned in our favor again. A new wind was at our backs, blowing us straight to heaven. In our new Eden, there was only one rule. First come, first serve. It was dog eat dog. We became kings, queens, lords, and masters of our own new worlds. Fortunes poured down on us. They had their empire. Now it was our turn. Enemies became friends. Friends became enemies. The best didn't trust anybody. The philosophy of the day was more and more. We were alone at the top of the food chain. Well, we thought we were. In a dog-eat-dog world, we were wolves. And wolves hunt in packs.
Number 3, World of Warcraft Classic. Race ipsa loquitur. It speaks for itself. It's vanilla WoW, folks. It's every expansion removed, even the Burning Crusade, which is early on. Blizzard has gone back, remastered, and they're going to give us that slogging, grinding, really long leveling, clean version of WoW that permanently changed the MMORPG gaming experience and basically the massive multiplayer gaming world forever. The trailer is really funny. It's something really to look forward to and will be released this June 2019. So let's check it out.
Someone once said that you can't go home again, but they lacked vision. And a temporal discombobulator.
Number 4, Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey. Looks like a scientific anthropological experience that's going to track the evolution of mankind from our primate ancestors to what would be the modern day human, I would assume. Haven't seen that in depth of footage, but the footage is out there. There's no release date on this game, but it's by the creators, the development team of Assassin's Creed and Assassin's Creed 2. So you know it's going to have some great details, great mechanics, and just looks neat as heck. One thing about it, it's not an MMO. It's just an RPG sandbox world experience that apparently you're a character, you're people surrounding your character like a tribe. Traits and stuff are going to be inherited generation to generation. So there's going to be that time frame in the game that it seems to be like it's going to be unlike any other gaming experience that we've seen thus far. So let's check it out. Number 5, New World. This game, there's gameplay footage out. It's in alpha. It's being developed by a new game developer in the market. Maybe the company is familiar to you. It's Amazon, so you know it's going to have their certified stamp of quality on it. The setting is very interesting. It's pre-colonial or colonial America from the looks of it, and I'm talking like not the 13 American colonies, but more so Jamestown, like settlements and forts and different things. But aside from that, they've inserted magic into the world, so it's almost like a new take on what that new world could have been like, was like, and insert magic, mythical creatures, different things. The systems, it looks pretty neat. There's crafting, a pretty intense just character immersion, creative system. There's armors, different things that it looks like it's going to be huge eventually when it does release. Check out some footage here. I'm going to show you just a creative clip. You know, there's not an official trailer that I was able to locate for it, but looks like it's going to be pretty interesting. Could be released as soon as 2020, so keep an eye out for it, and I'm sure it'll garner some attention on release. So without further ado, here we are.
New World is a huge open-ended sandbox game set in our take on 17th century colonial America. In this version of the world, the supernatural is real.
Everything that they were afraid of, everything that they hoped for, that they wanted to believe in, that they wish wasn't true, all of that stuff is real. And there are nature spirits out in the woods, and horrible things hide in the shadows. We talk about, the players are our content. They build villages and farms and towns and forts.
We say carve your own destiny, because you can play the game as you want to be an explorer and go explore this big world. Cool, do that. You want to be a soldier and protect people? Do that. You want to be a farmer?
These permanent spaces that they carve out of kind of this cursed monster haunted, hostile wilderness. Whatever they do with it and in it and to one another is really up to them.
That's it, guys. That's 5 games I'm pumped to get my hands on, hopefully in 2019, if not 2020. Before I send you off, if you stuck around, want to give you a tidbit about a game that they're speculating online about, and saying more information could come as soon as April or in a couple weeks, April 2019, at a Star Wars event. Yeah, that's right. The game is Star Wars themed. It's supposedly called Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. People are hoping it's more of a Jedi Knight experience versus the shooter experience that we have in some of the Battlefront games. Not that those are bad, but that it'll be a different style. They're saying EA is developing it as well, so it should be a lot of development power behind it, and hopefully it comes out later 2019, if not 2020. And they're kind of hypothesizing again. It's hard to tell what's data mined and what's hypothesized just by fans, but saying it will coincide somewhat with the next of the Star Wars saga movies, in around that hype that develops just naturally in that world. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any comments, any discussions, suggestions, these are the types of games that I like to check out. If you have any of your own, leave a comment. Maybe we could check them out, do some research on them. It's always fun to stay up to date on what's upcoming in the gaming world. So, hey guys, have a great rest of your day, evening, morning, wherever you are. I wish you all the best and happy St. Patrick's Day this weekend tomorrow. So, cheers.